Chat, you motherfuckers. All of y'all out there in the world. There's never no television in this motherfucker. That sucks. This motherfucker getting started. It's the last day of all work out there. The hardest one to do. Sat in the goddamn car. I almost didn't make it in this motherfucker, to be honest with you. I was gonna turn my ass around, go back home. But I thought that wouldn't be gangster, so I took it upon myself. Going about my motherfucking business. Do what it is gotta do. Happy Black History Month, my babies. Happy Black History Month to Robert Smalls. He smuggled his family aboard a Confederate ship, stole said ship, and sailed into the Charleston Harbor. We're gonna get back to the Charleston Harbor. We sailed into the Charleston Harbor and met up at the Union Port. Could have been blown up at any time. There's a lot of different forts out there, Fort Sumter and all that shit. Could have been blown up at any time. But he made it all the way to the Union General Outpost and was able to get his freedom for himself, his family, the other black people on board. He also went and talked to Abraham Lincoln, who gave him, he asked him, hey, might as well let black people fight for the Union, you know what I'm saying? It would only make sense. And he did, fought for the Union in the Civil War, won many battles, as you can see. And, that was good. Came back home, South Carolina, where he's from. Started the Black Republican Party. But hey, it's Black History, baby. Started the Black Republican Party, and he served in the House of Representatives. I think he was the first black man to serve in the South Carolina House of Representatives. All that being said, we want to give the flowers. Say happy Black History Month, Robert Smalls. We also want to give this very, 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 very special Black History shout out to another South Carolina native, Mr. Albert Perry. Mr. Albert Perry has the oldest genes possible recorded in American history. His genes contain the secret to history, Like if they was able to map it out, put it on display, his would be able to tell a story that is not being told right now, And, that's just what it is. That's where we at. Of course, the honky's gonna hate, but we really don't care. It's 80 degrees tomorrow. It's the winter time. Do with that information what you will. But yeah, Albert Perry, That leads me to think about black people being indigenous to the globe. Just being there first. That whole thing about Pangea, we built and fucked up like 8 different goddamn kingdoms before, 1492. That's right now, damn near compared to all the time that has been lost at sea, So, yeah, happy Black History Month to Albert Perry. It makes me think about Argentina. How Argentina, there used to be a big black population, like Brazil. There was a big black population like Brazil, but they kind of bred themselves out. It's one way they did it. Two, they sent all the dark people to go fight the wars first, so they were always on the front lines dying. Three, that whole smallpox type thing, fucking with the Europeans and dying, and they pushed them into there, like the Spanish and the Portuguese and shit like that, pushed them in there, so they settled. And the Nazis, different Europeans, different SS soldiers and stuff were able to go and breathe and keep breathing light and light and light. It's like Yakub without the monkeys, you know what I'm saying? That's real. And that leads me to think about the Native American theory, as far as like in North America. If they were able to do that in about 70 to 150 years in Argentina, to where there is no black Argentinians like that, who's not to say that they didn't do that shit here, with the Native Americans and all of that shit. But if you look at them, they look like Quakers today. They really, really do. And a lot of them are being exiled from their lands and stuff, being cut off from that government too, for that reparations, because they contain too much white blood. I think that's hilarious. It's not hilarious, but it is. I am the real American. I think what's his name? I think it was Polish. What's his name? Not Randy Savage. Fuck him, I don't even remember his name. The guy who copied superstar Billy Graham. Yeah. He's not even American like that. He's like German or some shit. I am the real American. Not even the Native Americans. That's what we see. That the European conquistadors were able to infect their bloodlines and minds for more than hundreds and hundreds of years. Many different things, to the point where nowadays you can't even drink from your goddamn faucet without having a whole bunch of foreign, not even foreign, it's just like little bubbles in your shit. Millions of them. They're not coming to the top and settling like how a drink usually does, if there's to be bubbles in it. Just all throughout the cup or whatever you're drinking, it's floating around 100%. But you go somewhere else with the filter on that motherfucker, the motherfucker come out clean. What does that say? It's a business to kill in America, to kill the American people. They sell death many times over, That's besides insurance. Selling your meat. They can put your bones in a solvent and make plastic from it. Your organs and go to someone else. And their insurance pays for that. Like it's a lot, man. That's why they have a lot of people going to the hospitals and they're not dying and they're being listed as coded. I think that's like somebody died. They have time of death and all kind of shit. But they coherent talking, can go home. Those are not accidents. Those are not accidents whatsoever. But yeah, it's not like Cuba and Argentina. Argentina is straight white, and they racist too. If you're a little bit dark, they on your ass. Cuba, it's a lot of dark people there, like Dominicans, like some of Puerto Rico, a lot of dark folk did. They didn't eradicate those bloodlines, you know, by force. They didn't force a hand onto harming people. They were more humane. That's why you got a phase on love who's dark than a motherfucker. He's 100% Cuban. And Bobby Lashley, you know, dark than a motherfucker. He's 100% Cuban, you know. Half of Carmelo Anthony, you know. It's a lot of different people. Shit, Fabulous. You know Fabulous, the rapper? He's like Panamanian or something, you know. Like, these people are not supposed to be the Caucasians that you see today. And you can see it in the way they act, you know. Like there's some sort of superiority to nothing, you know, to nothing. That they just assume the goddamn everything that's over, you know. Like all or nothing. Simply because of one determining factor. And that's the shade of pigment. So it's crazy there, over there in Latin America. It's a different kind of mindset, you know. They didn't even think about the Africans using the skin bleach, you know, to achieve that American look. Then coming to America and being upset. Americans, you damn red bone. Be upset with you. Red bone. The Native Americans are not that. Native Americans are not red bone. You can do with that information as you will. Oh yeah. We rolling now. We rolling. Speaking of Cuba, have y'all seen what the hell is going on there? Oh shit. Cuba, I wouldn't say they're going outside, but shit. Ever since we raided Venezuela, their resources have been cut dramatically, drastically, to where it's like the trash is on the pavements stacked up to the second floor of the building. Shit. Looks like if the zombies took over, they don't have power. Like certain generators and shit are not working for them. So they in the candlelight. They can't cook their food without like firing, you know, by starting fires and shit. Like it's turning to a third world country over there, I guess you could say, for lack of a better term. And it's all due to the American people. This is what we did. That's what we voted for. This is what our taxes pay for. You know, although our gas has not gone down. We took all that oil, took the Venezuelan president. Gas went up 40 cents since then. Shit is almost $3 right now. So what the hell? What are we paying for? Talking about the Dow making all this money and stuff, but the prices of everything else is going up. Somebody's fucking lying here. Otherwise, it wouldn't almost cost the most that it's ever cost to get gas. It's just, it's a damn shame what's going on right now, you know, in the world. Especially Cuba, man. Like, they can't run their trucks. They can't run vehicles, cars. This business is being shut down. They're literally being squeezed off from the rest of the world, you know, from civilization, from being able to have a civilization. But in order for them to get the aid, for them to, you know, become a country again, they're gonna have to, you know, get down and lay down. Trump engages in Beanie Siegel politics. You know. Get down or lay down. You know. Like beans. He is like beans. Those who know beans, know beans. Trump is beans. He is. This is who he is. And I think it's hilarious, you know, that we are allowing this to happen. Like, he is in them files a lot of times, man. And they trying to redact them by making it a PDF and then blocking the image. But everybody knows you can go to the search bar and delete the PDF at the end, type in M4V or some shit like that, and then it give you what the fuck you need to see, you know. But like the way they releasing them damn files, little by little, it's like they're trying to fuck you up mentally to where that's 3 million pages of information. Like, it's sitting there. Like, you're gonna keep on fucking with it. You're gonna keep on looking into it and keep on looking at it. That shit can consume you. It's a lot of negativity, and that's what they're trying to do, you know, trying to fuck you over mentally with all that negativity, all that low frequency, you know. But it's so important because, like, the new king of England, he's convicting his brother. That's his brother. The new king of England is convicting his brother on these crimes here. What does that say to you? What does that tell you? What does that mean? What in the fuck does that mean? That means America's up next. And everybody in America's up next. But they would have to bring the whole system of America up on trial against NATO, you know. And that's why we ripped our asses away from them. That's why we don't have to listen to NATO anymore, because we'll be brought up on real big crimes right now if we didn't pull away from them. So it's like, whatever they got to say is not gonna play on Fox News. It's not gonna play on TikTok, you know. We don't wanna hear that shit. It's not that we don't wanna hear it. They are not gonna let us hear it, you know. There's probably all kind of shit happening over there on that side of things where we are in some sort of trouble, you know. But we wouldn't know, because they're not gonna put that on the news. They're gonna talk about Angel Oak getting $1 million and, you know, getting $1 million, you know, funding from Bowen and stuff. You know, it's crazy, but it's like every piece, every part of civilization is tied into that shit. Every part of American civilization definitely has a part into the Epstein files. Like, I seen apartment complex owners. These are not millionaires. People who are called apartment complexes. You understand? They are sending like little hints on the Epstein file, sending him little hints of people. And he's sending them little hints who he like. You know, these girls are going missing. It's right there in the Epstein file. Makes me think, are they watching these girls? Makes me think again, are there cameras in all of these units? Yes. In these apartments, these apartment complexes, there's cameras in all the units. There's cameras in the faucet, cameras in the damn mirror. They're small, tiny. You ever seen the smallest, it's like a picture of a human hair, and then there's a little piece of shit next to it. It's like, what the fuck is that? And they keep zooming in. There's a complex structure. Yeah, things like that. Watching your kids in your bathroom, in your homes, you know. Epstein's monitoring everything. Selling this shit to the black market, you know. Not you just your information, but whatever comes on that little camera above your head, you know. You can literally choose who you want, like a catalog from this right here, based off of what you see them doing in their room, who they really are behind closed doors, the deepest and darkest, you know. You get to witness it all, and it's legal under the U.S. government. They have a right to spy on us. Who's to say that the people that Epstein know didn't license the technology to the American government? We know they in bed together. Otherwise, the Attorney General right now defending Trump wouldn't have been able to get Epstein off, you know. There's certain things that are happening right in our face. And it's just like, damn, you know, it's sad that it's happening. But yeah, these apartment complexes, man, all over the world, watching you, putting your shit on, you know, not social media, on the black market. Think about your ass, think about videos of you, videos of your children. Shit is very, very bad. Because how could you describe to somebody how you want this one? Go clean up A11, 11A, you know. Go clean up 16D. You know what I'm saying? Like, how you know who's in there and what they do? You can see them. Own this building, own this person. And that's let you know it's not just rich elites. It's your next door neighbor who just so happened to be a dentist and has access to the knockout gas, you know. It's everybody. If it's the damn, you know, not just local business shop owners, you know, motherfuckers who, you know, local businesses, certain products and stuff they would need, mimic certain shit, you know, get looked at like not favorable, but they have health inspectors look away from certain things that they're doing, you know. Like, you can have a certain amount of human DNA in your food before it's rendered useless, you know. Google it. You can have an insurmountable amount of human DNA in the food because they taking apart like dandruff, you know, like the dirt under your nails, sweat from your brow. They're taking that into account as they're saying, oh, this is why you can have this much DNA from a human in your food. And it's really a, you know, a cover for how they cut the damn pink meat, the meat that used to be red and bleed. How they cut the pink meat with the fake blood, with the beetle ass, with human blood, human meat that they had to bleed out. You gotta bleed out human meat. Well, meat period, you gotta bleed that shit out. And, I don't know why, but you do, you have to. You know what sounds funny? Every person that's like a butcher, they all have the same kind of tone to their voice. That's funny. I seen a video of a guy talking about it. Then there was a motherfucker on Gordon Ramsay. And then I know a motherfucker that's a butcher. So I was like, shit. They all got that same kind of tone after they done seen, you know, certain things happen to life, you know. And Epstein, he talks like that. He talks like that, like it's a certain, like a sick drag there. I know what I'm talking about. Oh, here we go, climbing up. 23 minutes in on our day 3. Shit is looking lovely. Shit is going fly. Looking good. Looking good. I seen something that I was liking up there, you know. But yeah, man. I like my own shit. I'm sexy like that. I like myself. Damn near 30 minutes in this motherfucker. And I heard that there's mountains that are hollowed out, you know. On the outside, it's like a simulation of a mountain there. On the inside, it's a whole damn city-state, a whole town. Sort of like, not unlike the Truman Show. You know, and there's a lot of people who live there, people who were born there, but the elites put it together, you know. And I just think that that's it's an amazing thing, but there's many mountains, many. that are just not real. Probably the more pointier shaped ones, you know. And you have a dome right on top of what would be the stars in the sky. It's like an underground city. And what would be the star in the ground, in the sky? Not the ground, but the star in the skies. And the sun and shit, the moon. It's just what's at the top of the pyramid or the mountain. And on the inside of it, you know, people live there. Who's to say how big the dome could be? Who's to say you're not in that motherfucker right now? You never know how big that shit could be, to where you can get on a plane inside of the dome simulation. Drive 18, 19 hours, you know. Still be in the damn dome. It's amazing, man. It's amazing what possibility is, what possibility can be, you know. Speaking of possibility, I remember that back in the day, they talked about this mythical, magical class of cartoonists, you know, artists, creators, you know, to where for the past 100 years, every cartoon that you see on TV has been drawn by people that come from this class exclusively, you know. Class number A113. Simpsons, everything from Disney, all the DreamWorks, Pixar, all that shit. It's created, animated, drawn by the same people from the same class. Like, only the elite are chosen. Only the elite are chosen to be into this class of cartoonists and drawers, you know. And it's class A113. I just think it's funny, it's coincidental that if you was to Google A113 blood, adrenochrome would pop up. You know, we know what adrenochrome is. They over there at class A113 actively control the goddamn feelings, emotions, the adrenochrome, basically, of the kids, you know? Like, they can draw something scary, you know? Might not necessarily be scary to a human, but it'll frighten the fuck out of a child, to where we just, what's wrong with you? You're watching something, and they freaking out over Elmo for years, until we tell them Elmo's okay, Elmo's your friend, you know? No, Elmo was drawn to be a fucking nuisance to the mind of the child via class A113. And it's just funny that, you know, the same people who do The Simpsons Treehouse of Horror, you know, it's a family cartoon. They do The Simpsons Treehouse of Horror. They are also part of class A113. No one else can, like, you can't be a fucking cartoonist without, because you have to drop that hint. Like, for the past 100 years, that has slipped in every cartoon show, every cartoon movie, that A113, that moniker, you know. And that leads me to think about, because it's adrenochrome, it's inside of the kids, it's his purest form, and he makes them feel certain ways. They make them feel certain kind of ways, you know. Like, it's mind control. It's mind control. Like how they always call out Disney for having certain sexual references spelled out into, you know, like attacking the subconscious mind of the little motherfucker. You know, like it's different words, like it'll be SCX or some shit like that. Or the license plate on, what is it called? The movie Cars. Like, it's a lot of different things throughout Disney's history. And of course, you know, the penis theory, where they just drew They start with drawing one of those and they come up with a character that's A113 secret, because that's what they're using to scare the children once they get their hands on them. It's mind control, man. It's bigger than anything that ever has been. It's really gonna take the whole system down. The whole system should be down. The King of England is prosecuting his brother, his blood brother, same mama, same daddy, prosecuting him for being in them files. What are we doing? Are we looking at the person who's been in the files probably the most than anybody else, protecting him, you know, letting him live another day? I think that's insane. What are you thinking about? Not thinking about nothing good. It's fucked up though. Man, the world is so fucked up. The world is a very bad place. But that one A113 leads me to think about Grand Theft Auto 5 in particular. You know, all the Grand Theft Autos, they have NPCs say little random phrases. If you run into them or you kick them or something like that, you know, the NPC say stuff. One day, I was about 19 years old, just bored, going on a rampage with Grand Theft Auto 5, like people usually do, you know. Get high, go on a rampage, Grand Theft Auto 5. Motherfucker said, you always gonna have a good time when you let Satan into your mind. There was somebody that ran over in a car. Was able to get all that sentence out. I'm still driving. I never played Grand Theft Auto 5 again. That one in particular, you know. Like, I didn't play Grand Theft Auto again until they came out with a deluxe edition of the older ones, like San Andreas, number 3, and Vice City. They came out with a deluxe edition of that, and I picked that up. And even they got some differences in there when it comes to the NPCs and stuff. But man, that shit scared the fuck out of me, because I was aware for the first time that they was aware. You know what I'm saying? And that realization scared the shit out of me. You know, seeing that they was aware, you know, it bothered me a little bit. I ain't gonna lie to you. NPCs having a mind of their own, you know. That shit is scary. But it's very much so a possibility. And you don't have to be connected to no damn internet. I really think it's a consciousness. I do. I think all that AI shit, it's just a conscious with no reset. Very scary business, you know. Like, I know everything about the world ever happened before, and that it's supposed to happen coming soon in the future. AI is what predicts the weather and tells you it's gonna be 80 degrees tomorrow. How the fuck do they know that? Based upon a chart, based upon an algorithm of weather. Who the fuck wrote that? God? Man, listen, shit. It's creepy what's going on out here, you know? They could tell me 2 weeks before it snows that it's gonna snow. You know? Shit's crazy. Tell me, yeah, it's gonna be a monsoon next month. Next month is a fucking monsoon. You've been tracking this. I'm tracking what? How? With AI? Come on, man. Pulling the wool right over our eyes. And it's not, look at this. Our weather tracker. I heard weather maker yesterday. Weather tracker. Weather tracer. He said weather maker. Yes, he did. Listen for it next time you watch the news. See, they see weather maker. We in a drought, right? keep making it rain. How in the fuck are we in a drought right on top of the goddamn Atlantic Ocean? I don't know. Just like how California is in a damn drought. You don't hear Montana saying they're in a drought. The motherfuckers is in between land and land, but they not in a drought. California's in a drought though, right on top of the goddamn water. South Carolina's in a drought, right on top of the damn water. It doesn't make any sense. There's boats and waters, and docks and marinas and piers and harbors all over this motherfucker. I can see the water. What are you talking about? Better boil that shit. Use some diffusion methods and suck that goddamn salt out that water and use that. There's water, motherfucker. There's a way. Y'all got billions of dollars to, you know, shoot rockets into the goddamn sky that don't go no fucking where every goddamn year. You can figure out how to make free water from the sky. Happens like history went to that guy. I forgot his name, but they killed him for being able to pull the hydrogen molecules out of the air and just make water. And he had a system. He was like, yeah, you're gonna go out there to Flint, Michigan, and you're gonna take care of the people out there. They fucking killed him. He died. He passed. Google it. You think I'm lying? Google what I'm telling you right now. AI is gonna tell you straight up. Yeah. AI is gonna use the same the same function that he had on his machine to give you the answer to your question. Understand what the fuck I'm telling you. Understand what the fuck I'm saying to you. This is what this is life. This is the life that we live. Everything is how to fuck you over, shut you down, take your money, push you in the corner while the rich get richer. Congratulations, motherfucker. Congratulations to the women's hockey team getting their gold medal. They got a black lady up there scoring like 30, 40 points, like Jordan on their bitch ass. Dropping KD numbers, dropping Olympic Carmelo numbers. Olympic Carmelo is a different Carmelo, a different guy, a different animal. I feel like he had about 4 or 5 more years left to give us, to be honest with you. They fixed this machine because now it's giving me my real calorie count. It's 37 minutes with 424 calories, 425. Finally giving me my real calorie count. It's consistent with yesterday. We're gonna do our day 3 workout after this here. After day 3, and go home. I tell you, it's the supine. I only added that in there because I like that exercise. Supine bench, dumbbell pullover, DG flies, skull crusher, then tricep push down, tricep pull down, forearm curls, wrist curl, your lat exercises, your bicep curls, and you do your other lat exercises. But instead of doing, I'm gonna do those and those. Now, instead of doing bent over rows and shrugs, I'm gonna do the landmine. I figured out how to set it up yesterday. So instead of doing the rows, I'm gonna still do the upright rows, the clean pulls, and I'm gonna still do my shrugs. My bent over rows are gonna be done with the landmine instead. I might just do that too and do that. We'll see. After that, we do our super deltoids. One to the front, one to the side, one to the front, one to the side. After that, the farmer's carry, then that's it, we can go. It's not that much, man. Seems like a lot. It's only because I gotta do this shit first. Otherwise it wouldn't be anything. But I knew if I came in here and I did my workout, I was gonna feel good about everything, about anything. So I was gonna feel good. I came and did my workout. So I said, shit, I'm gonna do it. Now we get into that. Ooh, shit. I need to disassociate from you motherfuckers, to be real. Cause not tired. Tired is but a figment of your imagination. But my leg did leg day yesterday, and that's taking its toll on my legs right now as I'm going up this damn stairmaster. Certainly does not hurt. It's just I need to take a break. She's pretty. She's pretty as hell. She's African American. She's mulatto. You can tell. You can tell. Oh, you know what? That could be the girl that I was talking about. One of those where it's a girl who her granddad is black, but she looks fully white, and she's on the United States team for Winter Olympics. This could be her right here. I looked her in her face. I was like, hold up. I see you, but I see you. You know, I see you, but I see you. She got them features. I ain't gonna lie. If they give her the gold for that, then they just liked her. What is that? Like, I don't know. It don't look like much to me, but that shit was probably terribly difficult. But it don't look like too much to me. Like, look, like it's so limited what you could do. Like, it's not much you could do with all that bulky shit right there. And you can spin left or you can spin right, you know. That's pretty much it. Yeah. Spin left and grab something. Look, there's a little something there. It's a little something, might be Asian in there. It's a little something there. Look at them lips. She's from Great Britain. That's not even her. That's not even her. This motherfucker's from Britain. But that's even more practical because Africa's so close to Britain. You know, it's mad Africans at Brooklyn. I mean, not Brooklyn. Not Brooklyn. What's that shit called? Fuck them. The UK. It's mad black people in the UK. Who puts us on top? The motherfucker. Shit real hip. Like, what's his name? They all Nigerian though, that's the funny part about it. You know, they all Nigerian. The motherfuckers who come from, whatchamacallit, you know. And that's why Africans don't like black people. We see that happening on Black History Month. It's because you can look at an American and see an American. The same way you can look at somebody from Ghana and see a Ghanaian, you know. Same way you can look at somebody from Nigeria, see a Nigerian. Same way you can look at a Senegalese motherfucker, see somebody from Senegalese. Same thing, definitely, with the Somalis, you know. They don't like that though, because we cute. We cute, you know. That's what it is. That's where the hate stems from. It stems from being cute. I promise you. That's why they try to emulate you as much as they can. It's because you're cute and you're stylish and cool. So, you know, it was like, what do you mean we don't get to have Black History Month with you? And I don't agree with that. I don't. I do not agree with that. You know, I know. It's just supposed to be for us and our struggles for what we have endured after slavery and stuff like that. But I don't think that's cool anymore. Marcus Garvey came here, and if he wasn't set up by the white people and the American niggas, then he would have been there, because Agent 800 was American. That's an American guy who they gave a job by the CIA to set that man up. And all he tried to do was, you know, establish the black dollar and help out black Americans become, you know, self-sustainable again. But not even again. They were sustainable at that time more than any other time. We had a lot of black towns. Like, there's a lot of them. At Rosewood, Florida. Happy Black History Month to all the people in Rosewood, Florida. There was only 3 little girls who survived from there. They lived to be in their 100s. But, you know, it happens the same way every time. Accusation was made between a black man and a white woman, and they came down there in droves and, you know, killed everyone, buried the town. You know, and that happens so many different times in history, like so many different places, but especially in the 1920s when Marcus Garvey supposedly came out to America. After that, that's when it was like, oh, all of these towns gotta go. You know, I want to do what? I want to establish a what? You know, and from Seneca Village to Rosewood, Florida, to certain places in California, everywhere, they all met the same fate. You know, and restructured into like red line districts, whether they're cheaper rent, you know, and they're close quarters to, you know, jobs you can walk to and stuff. Made life a lot easier. That was the Great Migration thing. Everybody going from the south to the north, because it's just easier to get to shit, you know. You're not walking 10 miles to your job. It's around the corner, you know. Then there's state jobs in the cities. So you have an opportunity to be picked for a $100,000 position, you know. Like, you can get one of those, you set. And there's a lot of those, you know. That's why there's a great migration. Because if you didn't go to school for something that'll build America down south, shit, you ain't gonna make too much money. That's real. You didn't go to school for something that's gonna build America, you know, to where they need 20 of y'all in this spot. They need as many of y'all in this spot as possible, you know. And you don't be having too much fun out here. That's real. They move for better opportunities and stuff, you know. Especially back in the day, it's probably hard to get in there in the Jim Crow eras. Hard to get into certain places. You had to start your own job, and when you did that, they killed you. You know, tried to squeeze you out of your business and stuff, simply because you made a way for yourself, you know. And then that black man is lynched, and his wife is left to raise those babies, and then those babies grow up not knowing anything of her dad because he was lynched, and they leave their kids, you know. They don't know. It's a lot of pressure on them. Mama was a strong one, and you remind me of mama. That's why I lay with you in the first place, you know. It's a goddamn cycle that we did not start, you know. We started the town, we started the business. They brought the goddamn National Guard, burnt that motherfucker down, and that's their business, you know. Shutting down whatever the brown got going right, you know. Tell a Chinaman you cannot come here unless you got a business or something like that. Unless you know, selling something to the American people. Say, okay, and they give them loans. So, you know, they can come here, have start-on-go money, and you have enough to get you a house or a structure that has an upstairs apartment to it. It's a damn Chinese restaurant, cleaners or something like that. That's one way. Besides the reparation given after Pearl Harbor, when we locked up every Asian because they didn't know who was, you know, Japanese, who was Jamaican. We didn't know. Just grabbed everybody up, put them in jail in these little camps. How you doing? It's good to see you.
What's up, man?
You know, so that's what the fuck we got going on, man. Every day. But yeah, man. Oh yeah. But yeah, man. This is what they've been doing. This is what they've been doing this whole damn time. It's a goddamn shame. You know, just been killing us. Killing everybody. Keeping progression from happening, you know. Call is coming from you know, expected places where you would expect it to come from. The destructors of society come to America, seeing great structures, great mounds, and great buildings and stuff from the World Fair, you know. The guys who built that are in Liberia right now. They're in Liberia. It's the people who weren't enslaved, didn't want to be enslaved. You had a choice, you know. Take your ass to Liberia or take your ass on this plantation here, you know. Black people were prisoners of war in America. And that is why we haven't yet to receive our reparations, and everybody else has. And a lot of our lineages are being erased and stuff like that, like the Argentinian bloodline. It's because, and only because, you know, we are prisoners of war over here. You know, they came over here and they got us with disease. It's with disease. It's hard to fight when you're sick. With the Gatling gun, you know. Hugs, we hug them, you know. That's our nature. We hugging motherfuckers, accepting people, you know. It's in our nature. With those same hugs came the cough. That cough fucked us up. It took years for us to become immune to that, you know. Years in the sun, become immune to most things, many things, you know. To where you have to come up with a genetic mutation through the bullshit that was fed, you know. Certain things that only black people get hurt with, get hurt by, sickle cell and shit, all comes from fucking with things from the plantation. I bet you can form a correlation. There's a correlation everywhere. Everything's connected. Everything's connected. Nothing is done by accident, you know. Nothing is done by choice. There's a script for everything. Shit was supposed to happen the way it's supposed to happen, you know. The meek shall inherit, all that kind of stuff, you know. It's been written, you know. It was promised 3,000 years ago to somebody, you know. And not to the people who were supposed to but are not them, you know. There's a story about that as well, you know. Like the wrong people being in certain position. Then you got Albert Perry having the oldest bloodline ever recorded, being an American man from South Carolina. You know, with a bloodline that kept going on as well. So, you know, I wonder what they know, you know, what they've seen akashically, you know, that bloodline, that family, for damn near a million years. It's the oldest evidence of civilizations right there. You know, turn that man. 53 minutes, 604 calories. You know, does that mean I'm dead? I don't know. But here we are. Almost done. And I go straight to the rest of the workout. After this, almost done. Not too much more longer to go. And if we speed through everything else, we'll be able to leave. And I gotta disassociate if I don't look at the time. And the time will move a lot faster. But the drive and the dedication that it takes to do this exercise in particular, for the time in which I do it for. I'm hoping it's gonna be the difference, the determining factor, you know, what I see in the mirror besides my delusions of sexy, the real deal in certain areas and such. It's gonna help me with. Let's get our money manifestation. Let's get our money manifestation. Busted by 55 minutes, 629 calories. I'm tired. Getting tired. Thank you for the love. Hey, it's my baby in this motherfucker. I appreciate you for being here for me and supporting me with your perfect ass. Keep being amazing. I believe in you. You're gonna be the greatest thing ever grace this earth, because you keep going, doing what you do, and I love you. Keep on doing your shit. Yeah, man. We going on in the way that we supposed to. We're rising to the top because we the cream of the crop. We will always win. We will always win. There's no such thing as loss. There's no such thing as distractions. No such thing as being sidetracked. It's only perfection and abundance. This is what we do. We strive to achieve a goal that we set for our asses. That is why we win. That is why we show up to the top. That's why we stay to the top. Show up for ourselves. No one's gonna love you as much as we love you. So you take care of yourself to the best of your ability. You love yourself. Hug yourself. Treat yourself with the love and dignity that you deserve. That's the fucking champion. You hear me? You are the champion. You are the cultivator. You are the creator of all that is great in your life. You, and only you. That's what we do. These Olympic people, this motherfucker was only 15. Now, I take back what I said about not being impressed. I thought that was some 30-year-old doing those moves in the Olympics. But no, for her to be some little kid in the Olympics representing America doing these shits, it's really fucking impressive, I think that's very cool. Watching the Winter Olympics here. I think she's about to perform. Somebody's about to do something. They got an American flag on, so give her the support. See what she does. Let's go, lady. Yeah. Yeah, you can't do nothing but spin left or spin right. Like, there's not much you can do. But she's 15, so go ahead. American, getting it in. There you go. There was some difficulty there. And you gotta watch the last minute with me. And that was it, though. That was amazing. That was amazing. It's the replay of that last move. Zoom. there's not much you can do. We throw bulky shit on there. But yeah, 700 calories. It's earned me a piece of chocolate cake. That's a joke. Ooh. Yeah, I like that. Ooh. I don't like that. It's actually very wax. It's a wax sport. It's a wax sport. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ah. Oh, shit. Ooh, shit. When that motherfucker turned blue and I slowed down, that's when you know. That's when you know. All right. Enough of all that bullshit. Let's get into some old gangster shit. You can tell I wasn't breathing. About to pass out of this motherfucker. We're gonna do the supine press. Not too many reps, not too many sets. Just enough to stimulate the chest for the weekend. Get a little chest stimulation for the weekend. Ooh. Yeah, no water, no none of that shit. Nothing like that. Just go straight into the goddamn. Look, just the problem I be having with people in the gym. Like, why don't you just clean up after yourself? It's not hard. It's not very difficult. Make sure you don't make a goddamn mess. Not on there. I think it's funny how it leaves a hole. More, you know, little silhouette, what have you. We're gonna do our DG flies, and then our. I think I had this back here. Last week doing the DG flies. Shit is a lot more difficult than you think it is. Especially up the shoulder. I don't know if that was 10 or what. It felt like 10. I know it wasn't. like that hook. That's not how my mom did it. Or the tricep rather than the chest. But I felt a lot of that in the latimus dorsi. A lot of that. Sophia Vergara, man, god damn, she bad. Sophia Vergara is bad, but she's like a like a Latin cool, you know. Cause she on that damn TV show, she plays like a, you know, like a Latino lady step effect. You understand what I'm saying? She doesn't mind the butter. Like the donut too. I don't like that. Because in the earlier seasons, she was supposed to be like a smart, hardcore. Nobody wants your goddamn Lou Gehrig's disease. Nobody wants your Lapras. Look at Mike on Jimmy Kimmel. There's always some kind of Jimmy Kimmel or Jimmy Carson or Jimmy Fallon or some shit on the motherfucking TV. Look at Mike. You can see in Mike's eyes, he ain't snurfed nothing in a long time. You can see it in his eyes. I say since like 2016. Michael Irvin ain't sniffed nothing since 2016. That's a long time. You thought I was gonna say 90 something, right? No. Hell no. Hell no. I believe 2016. Maybe 2020. You know, 2020. Ain't been nothing to celebrate in a long time. When he went to the Hall of Fame. Oh no, when let me see. Has it been 30 minutes since I got on there? I seen another way. I seen somebody do it. I'm about to do it that way. Actually, no, I'm just going to create a new variant. What the fuck is this for? You see, when I tell you about Sam Walmart sticking his ass everywhere it don't belong. What's a W for? Okay. up over here, but not that. We're just gonna use that same connection right there for this right here. That'll make it easier. Like that. In the bank. It's a little difficult bit. A little bit. Not too much to tap nice in the elbow. Check it out with this chemical. Put out one. like sounds like me. Sounds like something I would say. It just sounds like something I would say. Definitely something I said. My brakes wet. Take more time than I would like it to. always talk this shit about my being back form. You look at C2 Fletcher, them. You look at Arnold Schwarzenegger. You look at the motherfuckers who win Mr. Olympics, you know. You see what they did. What did that guy from TikTok that you are attracted to? That's why you think everything he do is so perfect. Love that motherfucker to where you trying to tell me I should go look at this motherfucker, what he doing. What fuck him and you both, nigga? What do you mean? Well, you should go check out this creator, you know. Fuck him. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You know? I'm trying to tell you doing something wrong. But they're looking at, you know, motherfuckers who work at Walgreens and shit. How many Mr. Olympians did he win? None. Get out here. Is this the same song still on? It sounds like the same song still on. God damn. It's a long ass record. Hey, Mr. DJ. Hey, Mr. DJ. Everybody ready to party? Got it ready. I am gonna go in there and do the landlines now because that's gonna take longer to do. I'm gonna try to see if I can do it with this, but it's gonna take longer to do. Damn, I wish that there was another one that had the damn curve in it, but there isn't, so pretty much got it out in here. This is gonna be my first time attempting a landmine. I'm gonna do those and then do my easy barbell curl. But first I wanna see. Like, you see this little appendage on the side here, this little you know, in my mind, this is for your landmine. You put the thing in there and you're able to roll. We will see, because I don't know. I don't want to take that out of there, but it might be in the way, so I'm just going to use this one. And it'll be my first time ever utilizing, you know, the landmine. But I want to do it. I'm pretty sure that's what this is. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it says landmine attachment. Never say never, you motherfucker. Be surprised. Why is there a bench in here? Like, why is there a bench in here all up in the damn shot? Make this shit ugly. Damn shot. Just put it in there. Get in there. Scooby. Hold up. I gotta get the angle that I want on that motherfucker before I just start landing. I don't understand why I couldn't use that weapon with that damn attachment. This doesn't have the dip in it. Every commercial that I watched, there was a dip. You see, you have to be extra cautious to keep it from rolling, smashing your goddamn fingers. So, I'm just going to use one arm. And you gotta defeat the goddamn purpose. Because I could have been you know what, dumbbell to do that shit. And defeat the purpose of doing it. But, you know, still be right. Still be right. Eat one arm at a time. So not too much. See how it feels. Get some reps in. Hope to pull it until I put my hand to my belly. But knock my damn self out. Perverted ass exercise. I like it. But I want to do 2 minutes. But if you take 2 minutes, don't do it attachment. You know, don't do attachment. Alright. That's an amazing damn song. I wouldn't say Beyonce, but that's not Beyonce. They say beautiful $1 but that's not who that is. That's not Beyonce. That sounds like young Beyonce. That's how Beyonce sang when she was a little girl. Back with Kelly and them. Everybody on Latoya and Latoya, they gave up their careers for a jagged edge. So, everybody says, Latoya came back. back exercise. You call that super deltoids. Super deltoids would be box carry. You'd be able to get about it.
Sir.
What's going on with you? Getting it in.
Or is it 2 and 2?
You see this shit here? Man, this motherfucker made me so fucking happy. I see this
What
guy
you doing?
landmines.
So you?
But I'm doing well. I was supposed to be able to do the motherfucker with this here inside of this motherfucker like that. But it don't have the, you know what I'm saying? It don't have the dip in there.
So it can stay on there.
Yeah.
Word.
So I was trying to do the other way. So I
No,
do
2 man or 1 hand?
2 hands.
2 hand?
I can one hand right now.
Yeah.
It's not a smart rep.
Yeah. Want to get the reps in?
Yeah.
Word, still there. Yeah. I never thought of that.
Me neither. I just seen the motherfucker yesterday. You know what the hell would that be for?
I really want to do bench and shit, but I don't be like, I know ain't, squat or none of that shit. Like, I just be doing like all that shit, like bench and shit.
Supine. That supine shit, I'll put 4 plates on the motherfucker. And you're not worried about it crashing down on you. So you put as much weight as you want on the motherfucker.
Yeah? Is that the shit like go like flip when you put it down?
Nah, it's like a regular press. Over there, let me show you that shit. You motherfucker, you stay right there.
Oh.
I'll be on the block.
Not gonna look for that.
like these. These is perfect. I like how it make my back feel. I could do them all day. I could do it. Like you could feel it. You could feel the eagle spread. I can't explain it to you. Not the eagle. I think the eagle is your legs. You feel the wings spreading on your back. That's it. We're gonna leave that like that for next patrons. Next, of course, we gotta do our upper body, what do you call that shit? Our back exercises for the top of your shoulders. you know, for your with us, you know what the fuck I'm talking about, man. It's a workout glove. Somebody had on gloves in this motherfucker. I remember my first time working out, I had gloves because I worked out at home first, and it was like gloves that came with the Gold's Gym workout set. It's like a couple weights on, like a 7, a 2.5, you know. It's perfect. Like how it's already set up for me. Like a 7, a 2.5. I gotta do my easy curl barbell curls first. I can do 5, 3, then as many as possible. But, I'm really just trying to get used to curling that damn plate. So yeah, that landmine, that shit is special. Definitely something we gotta carry on into the future. And because I did those, I'm only gonna do 1 repetition or 1 set. Other back exercises, and that'll become standard practice. We affect everything so many different times. I don't like this bench. Bench in my damn shot. Somebody told me I look like Splinter Cell. I thought that shit was funny. What the fuck would make you say that? First of all, that is a white man. Splinter Cell. Fucking trash can is in the way. Damn shot. Trying to keep it from being pretty on this motherfucker. I put it in the shot, but that's alright, it's not as close to me. I'll say that about everything. Everything my favorite. My favorite. See, this is what I was talking about. King Charles wanted to persecute his brother. He wanted to put his brother in court for what he did against Abraham Lincoln. And they're going to convict his ass. shit that I started doing. Now, when you come to a motherfucker in another country, they don't care what country you find them. Like, because somebody from another country, they putting that shit out there, boy. Letting it fly. The him and Epstein, with the bunny ears over each other's heads and shit. American motherfucker? No. I don't swear, no. They got the Prince. Prince William, what the fuck? Ain't go lane. It's his ain't go lane. Y'all in that shit, boy. That's what I'm saying. That's the goddamn clergy. Is that he's the scapegoat. He's the fall guy for the clergy. You know, who's who they blame it all on? They blame it all on him. He ain't shit. He not the king. He ain't nobody. He not gonna do no time. Pretty sure he has what you call it, diplomatic immunity. He's the son to the king and queen already. It's not a pearl, it's like a fake ass thing. But the shit. So many pictures, like they just showing so many pictures of the many pictures. It got worse. It got worse. Five more exercises after this. 116 will definitely get the fuck out of here. Or 2 o'clock. Stop fucking playing around. That's why you put on steel toes. I wouldn't add none of them motherfuckers now. I never show y'all these from this angle. I'm gonna show y'all these from this side angle this time. Anyway, you know it doesn't make any sense? How in the fuck is this just suspended like this? How is this just up there like this? I don't know. About it because it doesn't matter. It didn't mess up my range of motion in any way. It's just crazy. You can see me. You can see me. Because the plate is so thick. I am not being ridiculous. And I think it is. The shit was suspended in there. Down. I don't even know what that shit is called. Get out the fucking way. We're just gonna do 5 over, 5 under. That's gonna make me love the land more. I don't have to do as many of these. Those. You gotta do 20 of these. Because the last one I didn't do the ones that affect the top of the shoulder. Because I didn't have the attachment to do so. So Bev Goldberg is the fucking fox, man. I seen Bev Goldberg is the fucking fox. That's a bad bitch. That's a bad bitch. Just a plate on you, and our foot's matched. That's a good thing. Alright. Now we can get into our super deltoids. Super delts. Doa. John Judd. He sounds like a pop star from the 80s. Like an 80s pop. That's how they were seen. right, we almost done. We got one last exercise left to do. That's our farmer's carry. I'm going out to take me some government land. Uranium fever is gonna track me down. I don't know. I've been told it's longer, more than gold. I know about the Homestead Act, baby. Land, and more land. We come back here to do one thing and one thing only. Well, as well to get our edit. So first and foremost is to cut this grass, baby. We gotta cut this grass. Woo, woo, woo. I should have made you motherfuckers watch me grab this shit. Shit. All my batteries showing up red. 20%. Ah, shit. That's the last 20%. Now they're very happy. Yeah. I'm not in a second. And that doesn't mean I work really fast. The whole 30 minutes unaccounted for. Leave the 30 minutes good. I thought I just saw some shit out this window. That's my map. I'm gonna take a second. I wouldn't say it was 100-pound dumbbells. I was gonna start doing them shit right by the ramp. If there was 100-pound dumbbells, but there wasn't no 100-pound dumbbells. Oh shit. I'm sitting there pacing myself till I get to 100. Ain't no fucking hundreds. Alright. We're just going down, back. Put that shit back. We do our edit. We go to the fuck home, man. That'd be it. Take no time off. Alright. What the dog? I need a second line. You need a second line. Need a line. Ad-libs ain't nothing but stimming. Motherfucker be doing the ad-libs, stimming. I heard this shit. That's this motherfucker spinning. That's all. Got the last one. Nice exercise, man. We do our edit, we got one. One more little flurry. Back up, back up. Back up. Now set up, put that shit away. I like to go to my trapezius, my trapezoids, your forearms, your triceps. Shit, you feel it in your legs. Feel that bitch in your rear delts. Side delts. It's one of my favorite compound movements that farmers carry. I think but definitely your traps. I think that's what feels it the most, traps. That slight shrug, like you're not trying to have your food in your ears and shit. But a slight shrug. You can just we ain't had to do compassion yet, not one time. Alright, word. I did that for cinematic effect. That is the last exercise. So this is the last repetition here. Make sure I can see myself. Alright. It's the last rep. To the hospital, your IV vein. I felt that shit in there. That shit in my IV vein. You know what the fuck time it is now. You know, tough guy shit. Tough guy. You know. It's a bunch of slow ominous walk bys, you know. In your face real fast, you know what I'm saying? Forward to the shit, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's on me. It's the newest on me. I mean, that bitch is on me. That's exactly what that bitch means. That means it's on me. Bang, bang. Just for a dramatic effect. All right. That's a lot. That's all a little bit. I never even see myself on camera. I'm not seeing like that. That's a lot. But yeah, you guys. Wanted to, the song is Don't Like by Chief Keef and L. If you couldn't tell. I'm definitely gonna fix my shit back up before the hoes see me. Ain't no hoes. It's 3 o'clock in the morning in the gym, but still. Hey, this shit is wet, Brody. It's wet, Brody. I gotta still take my videos and stuff, but just for the dramatical effect of the video, I wanted to shake some dreads at the end of it, you know, because Don't Like is the song in which, this bitch so juicy. I don't like how juicy it is. It's too well. I had to wipe my hands off. It's very nasty, very juicy, very disgusting, very oily. Because my hair is always so oily because of the Jamaican mango lime. You can see it on my nails. It's coming straight from my hair. It smells good though. The Jamaican mango and lime. I definitely gotta wash this bitch tomorrow because that was a lot of, it's all over my eyebrows. I usually spend about a good 10 minutes adjusting this thing before I go outside and stuff. You know, I don't know. Well, I told you I was gonna be out this motherfucker before 2 o'clock, didn't I? Didn't I tell you that shit? See what time it is? I done got my edit done. Got everything done. Now, only things left is to get me some water. I want to say, see you later to my dog real fast. I ain't seen him. But yeah, man, we getting ready to get the fuck up out of here and head on to the house. Because I'm hungry now, tired now. You know, I'm going to have a whole half of rotisserie chicken. That's what I'm going to have. And I'm going to pick the breast meat and put that motherfucker on the pita bread with some tahini and some feta cheese, some black olives. That motherfucker gonna be good. You enjoy the rest of your workout. Yes, sir, yes, sir. You know, with all that being said, all I can say to you motherfuckers is, you know, bon voyage, you motherfuckers. Arrivederci, you sons of bitches. As host. Going home, and I'm tired too. But first, I'm gonna get some of this delicious ass water because I am very, 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 very thirsty. I ain't even have enough to do my my edit like that. You know. Man, you gotta bring your ass over here. Oh yeah. Make my day. These house records. But yeah, you guys, I love you, I love you, I love you so much. I love you more than you even love your goddamn self. You understand? I believe in you. Wake up in the morning, make you some motherfucking money. Wash your ass, wash your face. Don't use the same rag to do the two, or you can get that star crunch thing happening. And fuck you, you know, suck my dick. It's in a nutshell, motherfucker. You know?